Hey guys, and welcome to your Money Q&A question of the day. I'm your host, Stacey Johnson, and this question is brought to you by MoneyTalksNews.com, serving up the best in personal finance news and advice since 1991. Today's question comes to us from Frederick. Frederick says, I've seen fixed rate annuities offered online for 8% guaranteed for life. What are your thoughts on these? It sounds really high considering they're annuities and the rate's fixed. Well, Frederick, let's talk about fixed annuities for a moment. In fact, let's define what they are, then go over some advantages and some disadvantages. A fixed annuity is nothing more than a CD from an insurance company rather than a bank. In other words, you give them some money, they offer you an interest rate, and then they pay you back when it comes due. Just like a certificate of deposit at a bank. Only it's from an insurance company. Now, why an insurance company? Why would you go to an insurance company instead of a bank? Well, one reason is because insurance companies offer you a couple of tax advantages that banks don't. One is tax deferral. As long as you leave the money in there, you don't pay income tax on it. So when you're earning 8% in this case, you wouldn't pay tax on that interest as long as you leave it in there. Now, if you take it out before you're 59 and a half, you're going to have to pay a penalty on it, like you would with an IRA. But as long as you leave it in there and you take it out after 59 and a half, when you leave it in, it's tax deferred, and then you can take it out any time after 59 and a half. So these are some advantages of annuities. What are disadvantages? First of all, a CD is probably coming from a bank that has insurance, FDIC insurance, right? Not true in an insurance company. So you got to make sure you're dealing with a good quality insurance company because they're the only ones guaranteeing your investment. There's no government backing for it. Also, fees can be high on fixed annuities. In other words, while you're going to earn whatever interest rate they tell you, there could be surrender penalties that can go for up to 10 years. So you got to be really careful and know when you're going to need the money, and you got to be careful about these surrender penalties, which can go on for years. They might start off at like 8% and they go down 1% per year. But anyway, you got to be aware of that. Let's go back to what Frederick said, though. He said 8% guaranteed for life. Well, that's a screaming deal, Frederick, but I don't believe it's true. I took a look at what fixed annuity rates are now from decent insurance companies, and they're more around 4% than they are 8%. And almost no insurance company is going to guarantee any rate for life. So I don't think you're finding an 8% fixed rate annuity. At least, I'm not saying you didn't, but I'm saying I couldn't find one that was 8% for life. So I'd be a little careful of that and look around a little bit more there, Frederick. I hope that answers your question on fixed annuities. And one more thing before we go. Please don't buy annuities from anyone who's a commissioned salesperson, which most people are in this business. And I'm not saying that they're all crooks or anything like that. I just rather see you buy something like this, from an insurance product, from a non-commissioned salesperson. You can go to places like Vanguard and you might get yourself better deals, and you definitely will be talking to somebody who's non-commissioned. But you can go to a fee-based financial planner or someone like that. I would just feel a little better about it because these things can have a lot of fees in them. I just want you to be really careful. Okay, hope that answers your question, Frederick. Hope you guys learned a little something. And what's really important, meet me right here next time. See ya.